If you have purchased a premium German Mercedes-Benz electric car, well, actually, you might want to watch this video. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Mercedes-Benz had a pretty terrible year last year. Their EV sales went down worldwide by, I believe it was about 38%. And in China, Mercedes-Benz sales, basically, their EV sales in particular, they tanked. A lot of that is to do with Mercedes-Benz handling of warranty problems in China, but it's also because basically the Chinese are like, well, you've got EVs, they've got a Mercedes-Benz badge on them, but our own home brands actually make better electric cars and they're less than half the price. Why would we buy one of yours? So what happened was there was a recall in China for Mercedes-Benz EQB vehicles using not lithium iron phosphate batteries, of course, but NCM chemistry batteries. Now, it looks like Mercedes-Benz haven't been able to find a fix. So now you have to do this with your electric car. You have to actually limit the charging to 80%. Now, I know that there's recommendations from manufacturers, blah, 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 blah. You should only charge to 80% unless you're going on a road trip and you occasionally want to charge it higher. Don't do it all the time, but I don't do that. I don't listen to any of that. I don't think it's true. I charge my battery in my Xpeng G6 to 90% regularly, as in almost every day. Because from data from Recurrent, from looking at 13,000 electric cars over the last 12 years, and looking at what people actually did with them, did they fast charge? Did they charge to 100% regularly? It didn't make very much difference, or very tiny difference. So this is a real pain in the butt that Mercedes-Benz EQB owners now can only charge to 80%. Mercedes is recalling thousands of EQB crossovers because their high voltage batteries may fail internally. This could result in a fire regardless of whether the vehicle is parked or being driven. In other words, maybe don't park it in your garage right now. A total of 7,362 vehicles are being impacted in the United States. There's more elsewhere around the world, though I'm not sure the numbers. These include the 2022 to 2024 EQB 250, the EQB 300, and the EQB 350. The defect is believed to be present in 100% of the population, so owners need to take precautions. In other words, they're saying that this is a problem in pretty much all the batteries in all these Mercedes-Benz vehicles. What I find strange about this is that Mercedes-Benz use batteries from a company that's not really all that well known. Fluence Energy are not one of the 5 largest battery companies in the world. In fact, not one of the 6 or 7 largest battery companies in the world. So I would see this as a risk for Mercedes-Benz to use these batteries in their cars. I don't know why they would have done so other than they probably got them at a cheap price. There's nothing really particularly great about them. They're not very high energy density. They don't charge particularly quickly. So I'd say if you're buying a Mercedes-Benz EQB, you think you're getting a premium car, probably isn't quite as premium as you think. Now, that said, I've got to admit, Fluence Energy have said that their all-solid-state battery has a very high energy density. It's entered a test phase already on the 24th of December 2024. It has an energy density of more than 400 watt-hours per kilogram and stable cell cycling. Now, if Mercedes-Benz were to go and use this solid-state battery in your new EQB, I'd be singing a different tune, right? You'd have great energy density. You'd be getting, double the range of many other vehicles on the road. But currently, when you buy a Mercedes-Benz EV, you're not getting any kind of premium batteries. You're just getting really, I'd say less than premium. I'd say less than even standard batteries. And getting back to the story, Mercedes-Benz have said, in fact, no, the government has said, due to the combination of certain production and vehicle use conditions, an internal short circuit of a battery cell in the high voltage battery might occur. And they went on to cite variations during early stage production as well as local external influencing factors. Bunch of baloney if you ask me. Such as electric current ripples in charging infrastructure or potential mechanical damage to the high voltage battery as reasons the battery might be insufficiently robust at a high state of charge. They're blaming everyone but themselves. This is a very typical Mercedes-Benz things to do. Local external influencing factors like electric current ripples in charging infrastructure, I've never heard of this being a problem before, or potential mechanical damage to the high voltage battery. So basically they're saying, as an owner, all this stuff could have happened and it would have been, your fault. We're going to fix it, but it would have been your fault. I find this very disappointing. Mercedes-Benz received reports of fires throughout 2023 and 2024 and investigated each of them. The focus was initially on Chinese vehicles, says carscripts.com, but the company couldn't rule out the possibility of problems in other markets, so they decided to conduct a recall. This recall is occurring despite the fact that they can't find what the problem is. Yeah, they can't find what the problem is. If this was my car, and honestly, Mercedes-Benz said, Sam, I'm recalling your car. You can only charge to 80%. There's going to be a recall. We don't know what the problem is, but we think, here's what they said, right? The company said there have been no reports related to the issue in the US. They're chalking the problem up to the battery management software. As a result, the fix, they say, is straightforward, as dealers will simply update the software to address the issue. Now, can you get an over-the-air update, right? This should be an easy over-the-air update. XPeng, BYD, Tesla, this would be a simple over-the-air update for them. Now, Mercedes-Benz said their vehicles came with over-the-air updates, but they're not really capable of that. So is this car really all that premium, as I was mentioning before? I don't think so. You've got to take it into a Mercedes-Benz dealership at some point in time. Anyway, owner notifications are expected to be mailed out on April Fool's Day. Seriously, the 1st of April. And customers are being advised to only charge their EQB to 80% until the software update has been completed at a dealership. That's a big pain in the butt, especially considering the fact the Mercedes EQB 300 only has 200 miles of range. The batteries were manufactured by Frassus Energy. This issue is unrelated to the other battery recall from Samsung SDI, including 181,000 vehicles made by Ford, Stellantis, and the Volkswagen Group. Guys, are you seeing a kind of a recurring theme going on here? Legacy automakers providing EVs where the batteries are getting recalled. I mean, it's not happening all the time, but it's so much more common. So much more common than in Chinese EVs or Tesla's EVs. I just don't really see the big reason to buy one of these legacy automaker EVs. They're more expensive. They're more likely to have battery recalls. They're more likely to have recalls in general. And when they do, you can't get a software update over the air. You've got to go to organize a dealership meeting. I just don't see the upside. I don't understand why people are so bullish about vehicles from these, legacy automakers, which are just not really good. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I mean, do you think that, if you buy a Mercedes-Benz EV that you would expect this kind of issue would happen? That, you would find out, the batteries that are in my car, I mean, what brands use those batteries? Did Tesla decide to use them? Think about it. Tesla have 6 battery suppliers worldwide. Did Tesla decide to use them in any of their cars? Nope. Does BYD? No, BYD use their own batteries. Does XPeng use them? Nope. Does Zeekr use them? Nope. Does Volvo use them? No. Does Polestar use them? No. Does NIO use them? Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me know what your thoughts are. Bye-bye.